tres, cuatro, cinco.
Hola amigos! Welcome to Singing Señorita. So I'm basically just going to tell you what I'm doing in class for Spanish 2. So today they did a listening video, but they also turned in their project for the shopping experience. So these are some of my best examples. So everybody picks 2 items, they give it their own design, and they price their items. So these are the ones that I have picked out so far. So typically I'll pick out 15 to 20 items. They also had to write a paragraph just on a sheet of notebook paper over each one of their items, and they had to tell what color it was. They had to tell what it was made of, how much it cost, and why somebody should buy their product. So they turned those in today. I'm going to pick out the best 15 or 20, and we're going to have a shopping experience later on in the week, which I will tell you about in a moment. So Tuesday, tomorrow, we are preparing for their Preterite AR, and IR quiz. So typically before that, I have found that playing this one game has improved my scores drastically. So once I figured that out, I play it before every grammar quiz. And that is para and seis. So it looks super simple, doesn't it? So it's just basically a chart with verbs on one side, pronouns on the other. I put students in groups of 4. They have 1 die and 1 pencil in the middle. So they begin to roll the die all the way around. The first person who gets a 6 grabs the pencil and they furiously begin conjugating in the preterite across the chart. Then as they're conjugating, the other 3 members are rolling that die, trying to get a 6. Whoever gets a 6 next can gently, not violently, snatch the pencil and begin writing in the preterite all the way across. Whoever gets to the last square, they take the pencil, they bring it to me, and I check it. And then what I do is I circle any errors that they make, so they're learning as they go. And then they go back, put the pencil in the middle. They have to roll a 6 to make any corrections. If there are no mistakes, they win. So this is the way I get my students to practice, and they really take it seriously because it is a highly competitive. Now, if you hate noise, you might not want to do this because it gets a little wild. But I like it because it is a wild learning experience. So that is what we're doing. And of course, we're going to practice and go over some of the things first that they need tips over. We're going to practice vocab. We always do it at beginning and end of every class. We have some form of practice. Then what I give on the next day, super simple for me because I do not like grading. It is the part I do not like, but I have these assessments pretty much for every verb form that I've ever given. And what they are 4 different, but the difficulty level is the same, but there's just slightly different questions on the 4 different copies. I cut them in these little guys. I make sure each student gets a different copy, and they take the quiz, and it's super easy for me to grade. 10 questions, bam, I'm done. I get it back to them. Now, I know you can do things on the computer, but personally with stuff, with their grammar, I like to grade it myself. That way I see what's going on in their minds so that I can correct it. If the computer grades everything, I don't always have that teacher experience of learning, okay, where are they making their mistakes and trying to figure out why. And so I love these because they're easy to grade. Takes me a lunch break to grade 2 classes. So love it. Then after the quiz, we're going to be working on some things to prepare for their test in the next week. So I'm probably going to use the rest of that time of that class period to begin to go over vocabulary, to begin to go over other grammar topics that they've learned, just to try to get their mind going in that direction for the test that they're going to have, the chapter test next week. Then on Thursday, what we're going to be doing is their actual shopping experience. So they get this sheet when they come in. The pictures of all of the clothing are going to be all around the room. And then what they're going to have to do, oh, I almost forgot the most important thing. When they come in, I had this little box and they have a gift card. And they get from $100 to $275 on their gift card. So as soon as they get in and they get their gift card, they have to write the amount because I take these up for the next class. They write the amount that they got on their gift card in the side of their paper. Then once the shopping experience starts, what they have to do is they have to budget to stay within their gift card, and they have to buy as many items up to $15 to $20. So they have to spend everything. They can't leave stuff on the gift card except for that last $15, $20. Sometimes I make it down to 10 if there's enough low price items. What they have to do is they have to answer 4 questions. ¿Qué compraste? They have to tell me what they bought. ¿Cuánto pagaste? Fue una ganga. So what'd you buy? Was it a deal? ¿En por qué lo compraste? Why did you buy it? So they have to give me the number of the items. So once I put these up, they will have a number in the corner so that I can match, because sometimes I can't understand the descriptions. So I match the items. They tell me what they bought. They tell me how much they paid, was it a deal, and why they bought it for every item. And then at the bottom, they have to total up what they paid in total. And then I look at their gift card. If they haven't spent enough, I'll tell them to go back and buy one more thing, and they can grab another one of these papers to do that. And then on Friday will be the official review. That is going to be our review that's on paper that will cover the major topics and then give them sample questions. So I don't like to have surprises. I like them to know kind of what they're going to see in general on their test, so that I don't give them exact questions. I just give them style questions so that there are no surprises. So that is what my week is, and I will come back and tell you how my shopping experience went with this group of kids, because every year it's so different. So I hope you have an amazing week. I hope that you can use some of these ideas and activities that I've used in my class, and have a wonderful week. Adios.
1, 2, 3.